Hello, my beautiful darlings. How you are doing? I hope everything's fine with you and you're great. Well, guys, let's finally finish up the topic about three main decisions that we are making and that are so powerful, life-changing, and you should always think about it, analyze them, and be aware that you are making those decisions. So the first one is meaning. So you make this decision about what is happening with you around. So this is point A. The next decision is about point B, what you want out of this situation. And the third, the last but not least, is a decision about your actions. So guys, also what I want to tell you is that try not to make any decisions for other people. Yeah, I think this is extremely important. We tend to kind of try to influence other people's life. It's very good position when you want to help others, to influence others, but always you need to always leave this choice for them. You can help, but in the way that you can show other people. Like, for example, I am now, like, I'm talking you, right, to you. I'm sharing some knowledge with you, talking with you, and those who are interested can subscribe and be motivated, be inspired, learn something. But I don't say, guys, like, you must do it, and so I don't push anyone to do it. And so you don't need to manipulate. Sometimes we subconsciously manipulate with other people, like when we want others to behave in that way, this and that way, like, which is beneficial for us. We tend to manipulate, sometimes subconsciously, sometimes we do not even understand it, but we talking with these people in such a way, like, okay, if you don't do this, I will do this. And no, just don't. I think you shouldn't do this. Just let everyone make their own decisions. And because this is extremely important. First of all, when you make decisions for other people, remember that you take karma for that decision. So if it influences in a negative way for a person, you will be responsible for that karma also. So be very careful. This is a big responsibility. When you give advice, when a person comes to you and say, please give me advice, you should be very careful about that. You can do an advice, but don't say, like, okay, I will give you advice, because otherwise, if something negative will happen with this person will blame you. You can say, I will not give you any advice, just I can give you what I personally would do, but you then make a decision. So I think this is the best position. Just you share. You do not say, like, okay, go out, I will not share with you, I will not help you. No, but just the thing, you just do not take this responsibility for another person. Because remember, I was telling you guys that how important it is, all your decisions that you make. This is the shaping of your destiny, and you don't want to shape anyone's destiny. You can influence it, but not shape it. Just see the difference. This is very important. And talking about also children, of course, in a childhood, parents tend to make decisions for them. But I personally, what I would do is I let the children, since the childhood, the earlier the better, is let them as much as possible to teach them how to make decisions, and for them to feel the consequence of their decisions. Because a lot of times, parents say, okay, you will do what I will tell you. You will enter that university. You will not communicate with this person, etc., etc., etc. So they restrict, or allow. And in this case, they, of course, I'm not. I'm not judging. I know that any parents of course want good for their child, and they protect somehow children in such a way. But you should be aware that in this case probably children will then be very depending on you, and it will be very hard for them in a future life. Like, they will not understand how to make decisions. They will be very bad decision makers, you know. They just don't understand what is good, what is bad for them, because they don't have this skill, and they don't know, they cannot analyze, they cannot understand the consequences of their actions, etc., etc. So just try, just make these opportunities for your children to make their own decisions, of course in a most safe way. I'm not saying like if you have a baby, like open your electricity and let let him do what he wants. No, I mean just make those of course it should be, everything should be consciously, right? So you should understand, of course, that some things just you should look at the age. Some things the children just do not understand due to their age, and you should just I think this way, just don't say don't touch it, but close your socket with something so that the baby can touch everything that it wants, but you know, but it's still safe. So this is a very tricky thing, very subtle things that you should, you know, like be aware of, and something like this. Okay, guys, so that was about making decisions for others, and now let's talk about the third decision which you are responsible for, and this is, of course, your actions. So after deciding point A, what is happening with you, point B, what do you want, this, like physical, you kind of analyzing physical result, outcome, you need to find a strategy and also take responsibility for that you kind of, you know, responsible for that. Especially it is difficult when you are face to face to yourself. For example, you choose a strategy of doing exercises every day, and you understand that this is the best strategy for you at this moment, for you to achieve your goal. But this is just okay, you can escape it. Yeah, you just feel like you are not responsible enough for that. So this is very important, that you are responsible for your decisions, and if you take this decision, you should be consistent if you know clearly that it gives the result you want. But at the same time, you should be flexible, and but unless the moment when you make another decision, so you are consistent with your decision. But if you are, then you are analyzing the results that you get, and you understand, okay, it's not working, and then you make a double decision. But again, you are making this decision. It's not like you are, you know, changing your decision unconsciously, like because you just don't want it, or because you are lazy, or because you don't have time, or because, I don't know, something else, you know, like you're tired of it, or etc., etc. No. So you can change your decisions just when you understand that, okay, just when you sit, analyze it, analyze the results, and understand, okay, I need another strategy, it's not working. So when you choose another strategy, and you say, okay, then I make another decision, so I will be doing this. So this is kind of a flexible, but again, I think you understand in which way it's flexible, yeah? In comparison with A and B point, because in mostly A and B point, two previous decisions, they are more or less stable. They are like A point is you have this meaning, so you mostly kind of do not change it. And B point, this is also you do not change it. Of course, you can change your wishes, desires through your life. You can change. It's obvious. But I mean that if you decide for yourself something and you just feel like this is yours, so mostly it's kind of constant that is stable. Okay, more or less. And you should analyze your desires, of course, from time to time, just to think maybe something you don't want anymore, etc., etc. Of course, it's also changing. Everything is changing, guys, in this world with time. Okay, guys, I love you with all my heart. Be yourself, be limitless, live life on your high quality terms. Remember, you're the best and you deserve the best.